a man gets lost on Ireland. It's in the middle of the night, he doesn't know where he is, and he sees this house up on a hill with a light coming out of it, so he decides to go there. He follows a fence all the way up to the house, and it turns out it's a pub. So he goes inside and orders a pint of Guinness. The barman says, and I apologize for the Irish accent, did you notice the fence? And the man says, yes. And the barman says, what did you think of it? The man says, oh, very good fence, straight, good. The barman says, you know, I built that fence, but do they call me Jones the fence builder? No. Then he asks, what do you think about this bar? The man says, oh, very nice, mahogany. The barman says, I built this bar, but do they call me Jones the bar builder? No. Okay, man sips his pint, and the barman asks, what did you think about the pint? The man says, oh, very nice, you know, well pulled pint. And the barman says, yeah, but do they call me Jones the pint puller? No, but you fuck one goat. Anyway, I apologize, that was long and horrid. Courtesy of Paul McCartney, who I found telling that joke on YouTube. Today on Shave&Butcher, we're here to talk about shave sticks. Those are nice little things. I use them primarily for traveling, not always, but primarily for traveling. Don't take up a lot of space, easy to put away, and, you know, less messy in a way. So I have a few shave sticks. There's the Palmolive iconic shave stick. There's the Arco from Turkey. These are bog standard stuff you can find in supermarkets. Well, at least you used to. There's Spake, and there's quite a few. Plus, you have some fancy ones, like I have this one from the fancy shave shops in London. This is from DR Harris, Arlington. Lovely, beautiful smell. This is a hard soap, and I believe a cream as well. But this is a shave stick, and it's fancy, so you can turn this, and it comes up and what have you. So we'll shave with that, and you know, my usual travel shave kit is one of those. A brush, typically synthetic. I put them in a container like this. This is for the brush. You can use it for a shave stick as well, but it's sized for most brushes. This is Mule. There probably are other variants as well, pretty cheap and cheerful. I usually carry a DE razor when I travel, and off you go. So get wet, get lathered up. Now, a shave stick you apply to the face. How much you put on, and it's determined about how big a lather you want. You don't need a whole lot, but putting too much on is more fun, isn't it? Especially when you have a lovely scent like this. I try and put it on everywhere. You don't have to. You can literally put it on in just one spot, and that's quite enough. Get the brush wet. I squeeze out the water and shake it a bit, so there's not a lot left. That helps, because if you have too much water in the brush, you know, the thing just goes everywhere. And then just work the lather, pretty much like you would in a bowl. Oh, what are the scent notes on this one? I can't remember, but it's, trust me, very nice. So it's been a while. Sorry about that. Hope you're keeping well. We've had beautiful little, we call it Indian summer. I don't know if that's offensive. No, we don't. We don't call it Indian summer. Where did I get that from? Some people call it Indian summer. We actually call it, Brit summer. Brit summer, I think. Anyway, doesn't matter what you call it. As long as you treat minorities with respect. So I still had a bit of moisture in the brush, which means I haven't had to add any water so far. That's a pretty good lather. I'm not so sure I have to add any more. And I literally squeezed out pretty much all the water I could out of the brush. There's a good lather. Now, I like mine a bit wetter than some people, so I'm gonna add a bit of moisture to it. Yeah, we've actually had the warmest week so far in the summer in this past week, and it's approaching the middle of September. So one way of looking at that is, wow, the actual summer in June, July, August wasn't very nice, was it? And I don't know, it was sort of average, you could say. But it's been fantastic. We were at the beach most of the day yesterday, or my wife was. I can't stay at the beach for too long. Is there a blade in this? There's no blade in this. So when you shave with a DE razor, a good way to start is to use a blade. And this is a blade I haven't used before. Big Astor. Okay, haven't tried that, so we're gonna give that a try. Let's see if we can open it without reading aid. And piece of advice if you're making YouTube videos is make sure you prep all the equipment before you start, because you lose tempo and you lose your train of thought. Gillette Super Speed razor from my friend in America. Gonna add the lather back, and this is how you shave with the blade in the razor. Yeah, so day at the beach, went home, cooked dinner, and then we took a bottle of sparkling wine, Spanish cava, down to the beach, and we shared the bottle as the sun set, and it was 29 degrees Celsius, which is about 9 degrees in Fahrenheit. So it's as warm as it gets in Sweden, basically. It's beautiful, lovely, and the lather is a little bit on the dry side. And it was just spectacular evening. Went for a swim, and it was like, with the sun setting, it was yellow, it was like you swam in gold. So you want to try to make a sort of mental imprint of that image, which you can revert back to in the god awful days of November. Because November where I live is typically just over freezing point. Rain mixed with snow and a wind from hell. And then if you had compartmentalized that image of the sunset and the swim in gold, that kind of helps you get through the drive to work that morning. When, by the way, it's pitch black outside as well. Very nice, cool blade. Nothing to object. Now, there's enough soap in this to make a second coating and a third if you want to, without any problem really. Now, if you use a brush that is very small or hog's lather, like my little pig brush there, you could struggle a bit on the third pass because the amount of lather you have is what you have in the brush, right? That's just the shower acting up. So what's the weather like where you live? Has autumn come yet? It's coming here at a fast pace, according to the weather experts. But I decided, summer has loaded the batteries. And we're all prepped for autumn. And, you know, if there's a nice weekend yet to come, it's a nice little bonus. Another advantage with shave sticks is if you choose the less fancy ones like the Arco, the cost is super low. You can get cheap soap, hard soap, normal soap as well, obviously. Didn't rinse that properly. But the cost per shave is negligible. And you really don't waste soap. Because you apply as much as you need, and how much you need depends on your fancy, but you're really in control of how much soap you apply because you can see it all the time. Yeah, that was a great shave. A really good shave. I haven't shaved in a few days. And it's always nice to get that scruff off your face, isn't it? Lovely. Okay, what do we do for aftershaves? where is it? What am I looking for? Yeah, talk amongst yourselves. Here it is, Turkish. This one, Tiras Koloniasi Aftershave Marmara. This is cheap and cheerful as well, although I had to import it from Germany, I think. And it was on advice from Razor Michel. I think it was you. If it was someone else, I apologize. Nice, citrusy, bit of spice, beautiful. That was the shave. Sorry about the non-existent. I have to listen to Colin Farrell now to see what it really sounds like. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Meanwhile, stay sharp.